This is clearly a water gun for anyone wondering, but we're going to be talking about the Quick Strike today, and that is a couple different zooms here. We're going to be able to use. Boom. Quick access to your sidearm right there. It's called the Quick Strike. So, yeah. Let's put it back in. Go like that. Push this down. You have a button right here. Hit it with your leg. You got quick access. Alright, we got a few questions already here. I know these are just invites. No one's in here. Okay, we'll put that back there. So yeah, you have your sidearm here. Push down. You're going to come out at about a 45-degree angle. Have quick access. Once you use that, you're going to be able to put that back. So you just go back here. Push down. Go down. Push that in. Go down. Hit in. If you need to, you can lock that up. You don't have to. And whenever you need to deploy, you have quick access right there. Relatively quick, probably the quickest one I've seen on the market so far. If you've seen quicker, let me know. But yeah, that's the Quick Strike right there. Any questions? We're going over questions on the Quick Strike today, guys. Primarily, anything you have to ask, we're going to be answering. This is the Quick Strike box, made in the USA. So, hit it there, grab there. You have quick access to your sidearm. Whenever you need to put it back, you would just put it back in here, just like that. You have a little button on the side. You would pull that towards you, push that back down, close that. You have a key spot right here in case you need to lock it up. And then, yeah, nice secure box. Nice little lever. That comes straight up. We'll show you that again real quick. Push that down. It's going to lock into place. If you need to, you could lock it up. But with one quick hit to the leg, you're able to hit it, grab, quick access. Once you're done, you're going to put that straight back. You have that lever right there. Going to put it there. Push that down. Go down. If you want to, you can lock that up. You don't have to lock it up. I typically don't lock it up. If I get pulled over or something like that, that's when that comes in handy. But you don't always need to lock that up. And so you could just go here. Right there. There. Boom. Easy enough. Put that back. Put that down. Yeah. It's called the Quick Strike. We're also going live on TikTok right there. We got 6 people on the TikTok live. But this is the Quick Strike, guys. We have the box here. That button right there. You can see when my leg's up, I'm not pressing against it, so that's not coming up. But when I put my leg down, pop straight up. Have my water dispenser right here. If I ever need to use my water dispenser, can use it. Once I'm done using my water dispenser, I'll put that back. I have a little latch right here. Push that towards me. Push this down. That's going to be locked and secure. And then put the lid straight back down. It's got a spot to lock if you need that to lock. And, you get pulled over, something like that. But if not, just keep it in that box and it's good to go. Okay, we got our first question here, guys. If someone breaks into your car, can they rip that whole modular out, assuming it's locked? Great question. So, this one, I don't have secured in here. But what they do give you is, I'm going to pull this completely out, So, pulling this out, I just have this wedge between the seat. So right now, yes, someone could. But what you're supposed to do is they have a spot where you could put a cable right here. And for this cable, you would put a cable all the way through here, and then you would put that around the base of your seat. So there's some metal bars underneath your seat here. You would wrap that around, and then you would lock that with a padlock, and then they're not able to take the whole box. They're able to mess around with it, but that's going to be locked in from under your seat with the padlock and that cable. Of course, if they come with something to cut the cable, they got it, but most people aren't carrying around cable locks just to try to get into cars. So that's the Kwick Strike. And you could put it on the passenger side as well. But you see here, it doesn't look like it would fit in this car. It doesn't look like there's that much room. And we're able to pretty much just wedge that straight down in and put that into place when we need to use it. Hit it there. Grab. Quick access. Put that back. Pull it towards you. Drop it. Drop it. Say this is locked, or say you need to go somewhere real quick, or, you get pulled over by a cop is the main one. If you do get pulled over, lock this up. The last thing you want is you to be, reaching for your glove compartment and that to pop up. You do not want this to pop up if you are being pulled over. So make sure you do lock this if you are getting pulled over. That's the only time I could really see you accidentally hitting this. Is, maybe a really sharp turn, but sometimes I'll have my wallet and it'll be on this lower part and accidentally hit it. But, oh yeah, this is the Kwick Strike. So it gives you quick access to your water device whenever you need it. And you have a little lever here. Push that, put this in, and then, boom. You have a spot to, quickly access something you may need in an emergency. And, you never know when you need some water. So that's a nice little device to have here. And then whenever you need to put a bong in there, I guess you technically could. But yeah, that's the Kwick Strike. It's a little side angle of what that looks like. You're going to hit that with your leg. And that's just going to pop straight up. So you got to be careful. Yeah. But yeah. So there's just a button here. Your leg normally rests above that button, so it's not just going to hit it on accident. So whenever you need to access that, you would just lower your leg down a little bit, hit it. That's going to pop up. You're going to push down, come out more at a 45-degree angle, and you have quick access to it. Go back in, same 45-degree angle. Put that back in there. That's going to be nice. You have a little lever here. That would be pretty funny to see on a Huffy. I'd love to see that if you do get one. Let me know how the Huffy experience works. So again, guys, this is the Kwick Strike. Promo code Zach10 will save you a little bit of money. Let's see. We're going to pull this here, push this down, go in, boom. And then if we needed to have quick access, hit right there. Wanted to put it back. Why so violent? I don't think this really is violent. I'm not sure if this seems violent to you, but if someone's going to put me or my family in danger, I want to have this in order to protect myself and family if it comes between me and a stranger. But that's not violent in my opinion. That's just being able to defend yourself. Being able to defend yourself and being violent are two different things. But being able to defend yourself, that's one of the rights we have as Americans. And yeah. I'm not sure about the legality in California, to be honest. They have a lot of weird notices for what is and what isn't legal. Yeah, this is my EDC, guys. Takes pure H2O. Pretty stout little guy. actually doesn't even work with all the damage I had to do to make it fit in here. Yeah, pretty much nothing is legal in California. Arkansas, though, if you're stuck in California, consider Arkansas. Just keep a cricket bat. Yeah, that's a... Boom. Put it back. You push that there. Go down. And we have this. Better than a high point. I appreciate it. This is the dollar special at Walmart, and then broken down so it can actually fit in here, because it was a chunky old guy. Probably as chunky as an actual high point, to be honest with you. But now it is modded out. Looks a little bit better. Let's see. Have that thrown in there. So yeah. How hard is that to install? You're gonna love this. This is, right now, it's crammed between the seats. If you wanted to fully install it, you would put a cable here and put that around the base of your car, like your seat. And then that would put a padlock and that would keep it in. But yeah, that literally just slides between your seat. So you could have this fully installed and ready to go. Probably less than 5 minutes if you're actually focusing on it. So not hard to install at all, to be honest with you. And then you have this little button here. You pull that. So they may have a Black Friday coming out. I know right now if you use the promo code, you're still going to get it, I believe, I want to say at least 10% off if you use Zach10. But yeah, these things, they stout, made in America. I've had this for a little over, I want to say close to 2 years. So whenever I get in the car, I got a little bit of a belly. It's hard for me to pull something from here. It's just, belly's getting in the way. It's a lot easier for me to put it, my, every day into this, and then have this in here, be able to pull and use that is just a lot easier for me personally. But to each their own. Let me get back to some of these questions here. So it seems easy to take. You can put this with a cord to make it harder to take. But what I typically do is, if I have it on my holster right here, I'll take it out of my holster. When I get in my car, I'll put it in this right here. So this is, while I'm in my car. When I leave my car, I'm taking this out of this box and I'm putting it back on my body. So when I get in, I'll put it into here. And when I get out, I put it back on my body. I don't want to leave my gun in this box, just in case someone does take the box. They're just taking the box and it's empty. I'd rather than just take an empty box. I always want to have the gun on me. When I'm in the car, I like to have it in this box just for quicker access. Justin Powers, mechanics could go bad. That is always something you got to worry about. The main thing for this is this one actually needs to be oiled up right now. But if you keep this bar oiled up, I've never had this knot pop out for me once this has been locked into place. So if you need quick access, you just hit it with your leg here. That's going to pop up. You push down, come out at a 45, and you have that within seconds. But I can see where you're coming from of not wanting to, rely on that. So I'm not judging there at all. So yeah, the only thing that could be for the California is it does have a lock right here. So for the lock premise and making it a lock box, you may be able to get around some of that, but it really is going to depend on the lock there to see if someone's going to say that or not. Nicola, shout out my name, please. There you go. Yes, that is for your EDC. You can just put that in there, put that back, and you have quick access while you're in your car. That is the entire purpose of this box, is to have something while you're in the car. You can just hit your leg and you'll have quick access. So they have a website. It's called Kwick, quickstrike.com. I have a promo code. It's in the description. It should be Zach10. Should save you a little bit of money if you were actually looking to get one. Have you ever needed it ever? So I actually have been held up at gunpoint before. So that is something that, you know, me personally, I've seen gun violence. And yeah, I could have used one in that situation. But this is something that, you know, it's better to have a gun and not need it than to need a gun and not have it. If you ever see a shooting or anything happening that you can stop, it's always nice to, you know, be able to protect yourself and others. Open it one more time. Let's see. Boom. Quick access there. Put it back. Close. If you need to, lock her up. I'm missing some of these questions. And I do have my concealed carry. Such fear. I don't need a gun to drive around. I ain't that scared. Well, Joe, I hope you never have to use a gun, but I'm not calling this scared. I'm calling that prepared. You know, it's not scared to have, you know, a fire extinguisher either. You're probably going to call me paranoid, but looky there. I do have a fire extinguisher as well. I know that's probably making me look like I'm living in fear, but to me, that's just being prepared for if something comes up. I just want to be, you know, have the right tools to handle it. If you get in an accident, that would suck. So this is a quick strike. So right now, it only takes the device right there to hold it in there. It would be cool if they designed something to actually put in actual holsters. That's something, you know, they could potentially look into. Love 2A, but your car's not a holster. You know, I understand that. For me personally, it's a lot easier for me to draw from this than on my body. If I have something on my body, it's a lot harder for me to get to it than it is to this box. So when I get in, I take this out, I'll put it in here. And when I get out, I'll take this out and put it on my body. I'm a bigger guy, so it's a lot easier for me to keep it in this box than it is for me to keep it on my body. So that right there is quick access. And then whenever I get out, I'll just put that out, put that back on the body, if that makes sense. I know it's not ideal for everyone, but that's how I have it set up. Yeah, American made. This is nice metal box, all manufactured in Texas. You have that design there. You'll pull that, which will let you push this all the way down. Put that down. If you ever get pulled over or anything, you can lock that up. Last thing you want is this to pop up while you're pulled over. So be sure, if you do get pulled over, lock that up. How do you draw a sniper rifle out of that? Unfortunately, no snipers are coming out of this box anytime soon. I apologize, guys. Christopher Walken impression, please. I wish I was talented. Yeah, I mean, I could understand what you're saying. You know, you hit it with your leg for this to come up, and then, you know, you grab it. Um, right here, 45. I've done some shooting tests, and I've been able to grab this out and shoot in under 1.5 seconds. So, you know, to grab and shoot in that amount of time is really fast. I know a lot of you are saying, you know, car's not a holster, but this is a lot faster, especially if you're buckled up and you're trying to get to your everyday on your body. This is a lot faster for me than getting it from my body. James Bond, you know, this is sort of James Bond-esque. Throw that back in there. Quick strike right there. Life is crazy in America. It's just better to be safe than sorry, guys. I mean, I'm not saying you have to get a quick strike. I will say, if you can carry, you feel comfortable carrying, I would, you know, even take, you know, a concealed carry class. You could learn about the ins and outs of constitutional carry and all this, but I think it's worth it to practice your two-way rights just so you can stay protected. Even if, you know, ideally you'll never have to use it, but having it and not needing it's better than needing it and not having it. These are somewhere around, I think I want to say the 200 mark, maybe 220, and then if you use the promo code, it gets it around 200. I know they're, you know, trying to get that price down, but with the manufacturing cost in America right now and everything they're doing, it's just hard to keep that down. Yeah, the car accident, that is a hunk of metal that could hurt you in a car accident. I'm not even going to deny that. Are you always prepared about everything? I mean, I'm not as prepared as I would like to be, but I would like to think that, you know, if I'm going to be in a situation where I could at least have some preparation, I'm going to try to be prepared. So yeah, these, when you're saying put it in yourself, it literally just goes between the seat and the console here. That's just wedged between. And then if you wanted to keep this secure, you could put a cable through the bottom of this metal box. And that is a strong, sturdy metal box. And you can put a cable through there underneath the seat where they have the big bars under the seat. And you're not going to be able to pull this out. I've actually tried with my, me and my cousin both tried. You know, we're in the 200s, pretty big, you know, 6 foot tall men, and weren't able to pull this out when it was connected to the cable. So feels pretty secure there. Let's see here. Having it, not needing it, and then the risk of getting it stolen by someone reckless, I'd argue, is a pretty good reason that not having it is slightly better if you're not going to use it. So I get what you're saying, but here's the thing. When I get in my car, I take it from my body, I put it in the box. When I need it in the car, I typically, you know, like we're saying, we never really have to use it. But if I ever had to use it, it's ready to use, right? Then, whenever I leave the car, I take this out and I put it back on my body. So I don't leave this in here. This is always with me. I'm always with this guy. Me and this guy are one, right? So it's beside me in the car, and then when I leave the car, it's on me. So even if this box gets stolen, I'm not leaving this in the box. This is just for when I'm in the car. This is literally designed for quick access. So I need quick access, hit, boom, I have quick access, I could put that back. But I'm not just leaving that in the car. Hey, Murray, I appreciate it. But yeah, this is not supposed to be like a gun safe. I'm not just keeping this in there. I'm using this for quick access. That's all I want it. To be able to grab that as fast as I can. Like that. Boom. I have this as fast as I can, and that's all I want this for, is quick access. I'm not trying to use this as a safe box. It's not used for anything besides quick access. This is the Quick Strike. Promo code Zach10 will save you a tiny bit of money there. Yeah, this came from Quick Strike. I think it's their website's literally just like quickstrike.com. So, but again, this is not a safe, not something you can't break into. Literally just quick access. Trying to be fast. You know, the more you practice, the faster you're going to be at it. But that's a pretty fast draw. And, you know, if you ever need it, that's probably the fastest you're going to find on the market. What liquid is in it? Oh, hey, we have someone in the chat that's bought one. That's awesome. The Pro America. Oh, that's awesome, dude. Yeah, like if this is literally for speed. Say if I have my seatbelt here and I'm trying to draw, seatbelt's getting in the way, my fat belly's getting in the way, that's going to be hard to draw. But if I take this out, put it in here while I'm driving, take it back out, that right there, that's seconds. That's probably one of the fastest boxes on the market right there. And you have it in the box right beside you. If you get pulled over or anything, you have a box that has a little lock. You can lock that up. But this is not designed to be a safe to keep your box, or to keep your water toy safe. This is for quick access. That's what that's used for. That's what you would practice using this in that scenario, is quick access to it right there. And with the quick access, can't really deny the speed aspect of what you got here. Yeah, a G17 will fit. A G17, not with a compensator, but a regular G17, that would fit in here. And as small as my G43, G43X, both of those fit in here. So even my Glock 20, which is a 10 mil, very big boy, it fits in this guy. Very big Glock guy. Drive tutorial, please. Not sure if they would like me to be driving with this guy, but one day. So the discount, am I allowed to type in the comments? It should be in the description. It should be Zach10, like ZACH10. And that should be able to save you some money if you use the discount. Uh-oh. Works a little bit better with the Glock. Hey, Snootsy Bootsy, I appreciate it, man. So this is actually made in Texas. There's a small business in Texas that makes this. They do their own manufacturing and everything. It's all metal. I think the only thing that they buy is the lock part right here. They do buy those. Everything else is manufactured and used in Texas. So it's a Texas company. They're going to be able to have all of that. This is just Does it ever get stuck? So if you don't keep this oiled, which I haven't oiled this in probably about 4 months, so it's slowing down a little bit. This actually should be a little bit faster. But whenever that's at full speed, it's still popping up. Great. You can see it's slowing down a little bit. But all you have to do is take a little bit of oil and oil that up. If you have some gun oil, that works best. You could, in a pinch, use some WD-40 to get you by for a little bit. But some good gun oil is going to make that work a lot better. Yeah, I think if there is a sale going on, you could use the sale price and the discount code. How it's currently set up. Yeah, the G19 should fit in here perfectly fine. G17, G20, G43X, all have been tested. G48 in the sky. The car, this is a Toyota Tacoma. So I'm a big Tacoma fan. It's probably my favorite, but pops up, push down, quick access. You put it back, pull that towards you, push down, lock it up if you need it. And that button right there, you can tighten that up a little bit if you wanted to, keep that a little bit harder to push. I have it pretty loose, but this top part you can't push, so I keep my leg on that. When I need to push it, I'll lower it down, and then I can hit it just like that. The Glock 20 is my woods gun, and I absolutely love shooting the Glock 22. And it also fits surprisingly well in this box. I thought the Glock 20 would be too big for this box, but it's one of the bigger guns that can fit in here. It's my dream car. Man, you can't adjust the that right there for how hard that takes to press it by tightening that a little bit, and that's gonna make how hard you hit it. My dream car would probably still be I don't know. I'm fixing up a '57 Chevy, so that's what I'm looking for. No way someone just said a '57 Chevy. No way, man. That's actually the car I'm fixing up right now is a '57 Chevy. That is insane. I have a '57 Chevy. It's a 2-door post, but that is insane that you said that. Wow. Let's get it a little bit of a different angle here. So we have it here. This is the button that's going to pop everything up. If I ever needed quick access, I would just hit it like that, and that's going to pop up. You have quick access to put that back down. And then same thing, quick access, push down, boom. And then whenever you don't need it anymore, you're gonna put it back there. So you get pulled over by the cops. What you're gonna do is lock that up first thing, because you don't want this popping up. But this is going to be a locked box. Yeah. Made in the USA. We're gonna take a little Mountain Dew break. Okay, coupon is $25 off the $225. Okay, so yeah, that's awesome. For the people just joining us, this is the Kwick Strike. This is for quick access to your sidearm when you're in your car. So you get in your car, you take what you have on you, put it into this box. When you get out of it, you put it back on you. But quick access, boom. Then whenever you put it back, say you get pulled over, something like that, you don't want this thing popping up on you. Looky there, you have a lock, so you could keep that thing locked and secure. Let's see if we, love the old 57 Chevy. Oh yeah, the old Chevys, dude, all of them, so nice. Some good old Mountain. You can't beat a good old Mountain Dew, man. You can buy a whole new, brand new body under license by GM. Huh. Nice. I have one that I'm fixing up that was my dad's, and I'm thinking about maybe putting a crate engine in there. I'm not sure yet. I got a lot of things to decide about that car, but probably gonna start making some videos on it too. Mine's in pretty bad condition. It's gonna cost me probably like 10 to 20,000 just to fix it up. Raw deal 223. I'm not positive if we're gonna be able to send out a unit, but you can message me on. I have some information in my, I think, Instagram. You could either DM my Instagram, or you can, find a way to, send me an email. My email's on there as well. And, send me your company, and we could, talk about potential next steps, if that makes sense. But yeah, guys, we got the Quick Strike. Quick access to your water. It should be pretty much my name in my YouTube, but then it's like I think it's like Zach Hollenball YouTube. Should be my Instagram. Something similar, but there should be the Zach Hollenball to start. And then once you spell in Zach Hollenball, there's probably not too many of them, but then it should say like Zach Hollenball, then it said YouTube. I've not heard of those. The real deal steel. That's something I'll probably, have to look up. But I'm in the restoration process right now. It's going to take probably another couple years. But body parts too. Yeah, that's probably something then, I need to look into. It's the real deal steel just for body parts. Because we all know those are hard to find and expensive. So for mounting, so it's really easy. This shoves between the middle console and the seat, but there's a little metal piece right there. I'm going to try to zoom in, that you could put a cable through and a lock, and then you would lock it up with the undercarriage of the seat where you have metal under the seat. That's how you would lock these up and make it where they can't take the box. But again, guys, I would not leave your wireless hole puncher inside of this box. When you get in the car, put it in. When you get out of the car, take it out. That's what I'm always going to say. This is not a safe. This is literally just for quick access. So you put it in, you need quick access. Boom. You have that whenever you need it. That's what this is designed for, not designed to be a safe. Yeah, so you can, me personally, I move this in and out for different reasons, for, making different videos. So I don't always have that cable locked up. But if you, put it in your truck, I recommend putting that cable in there so someone doesn't just take the whole box. Yeah, quick access, not storage. Quick access right there, 100%. Yeah, this is the Walmart special right there. I think it was like $1, maybe $2, and then broken down and taped to fit inside of the Quick Strike because it doesn't have the Glock frame. Man, the car is set for years, and so right now, it had a lot of rust, and so I had a lot of body issues. Pretty much needs a completely redone. It's pretty much a full restoration. I've dropped about 10,000 in it already, and they're saying it's probably going to cost another probably like 15 to 20. So it's going to be a long time. Yeah, trying to do the appendix right here and draw, especially when you have a seat belt, it's pretty hard, especially, you know, for us bigger guys. So taking it and putting it into this, having quick access and not having to worry about, you know, being able to draw and obtain that is a big factor for sure. How much are those complete panels? Because that may be something I'll look into. Heavy still in reasonable prices. Yeah, that's I mean, something I'll definitely be looking into, because yeah, there's probably at least 1 or 2 panels that would be easier to completely replace versus trying to get those to work themselves. So something I'll definitely look into. So for the people just joining us now, right here we have the quick strike. So you take this from your, you know, carry position, get in your car, put this in, release this button here, push down, push this down. If you wanted to, you could lock that up if you ever get pulled over or something. Say you needed quick access, you would just hit that button there, push down, 45-degree angle, and you have what you need. And then you could put that back. Whenever you get done for the day, you can push that button, lift this up slowly, press that in, and then put that back on your body, and you're good to go. Yeah, next is the 45 Shield from Smith & Wesson. Yeah, that's a great combo there. You really can't go wrong with Smith & Wesson. You know, I'm a big fan of Smith & Wesson. Honestly, Canik, Glock. There's a lot of them out there that I wouldn't mind having as an EDC. So this is a quick strike box that you can just put into any car. The car we're talking about restoring is a 57 Chevy. This was for the live. You're not allowed to touch actual guns, so this is why I have this guy. I would love to show y'all what will and what wouldn't fit. Got a lot of those videos on my actual YouTube, but for y'all just checking this out here, you know, that's a way for you to see how this works, sort of the ins and outs, and, you know, what you're going to be looking at, and how, you know, answer questions right here. Brand new bodies around 13. Yeah, if you check out my shorts, I have a lot of these here showing exactly what will and what won't fit. That's 100% true. So if you check out my shorts, guys, all the information you really need is there. But no, man, I will talk to them eventually. Probably will be more the start of the new year, just because holidays and everything coming up. Probably not going to try to dump any money into the car while holiday season's here. But, you know, start of the new year, I'll probably start looking into fixing up the 57 a little bit more. And guys, this is the quick strike for everyone joining new. So you throw this in here, pull this lever towards you, push this down, and then whenever you need quick access, hit that button, and you have quick access to your water gun. Put that back there. So, yeah, that's the one thing. If you could see, making sure that this will fit between the seat and the middle console. This one is, well, we'll show you on this side. It doesn't look like it would fit, but you really got to cram it in there, which isn't great, to be honest. But as long as you could cram a book that's about 2 inches thick in there and go, up and down a little bit, sure it's going to fit. The Kwick Strike should fit in there, but that is something you got to watch out for, making sure the Kwick Strike's actually going to fit, do some measurements and see if that's going to fit. Yeah, you could check out, I have a lot of this stuff on my shorts. If y'all haven't checked out my channel before, I do a lot of videos with this box here. This is the Kwick Strike, and put that on there, with some other gun content as well. But I just wanted to, do this live here. I'm thinking about going back inside and doing it one more live with some actual gun setup and talking about some guns. But I'll probably do a different live if I did that one. Because I'd have to set it up and get everything going. But for the people just joining, this is the Kwick Strike right here. You push that down, push that in. Nice metal box. Boom. Swing of the leg, push down. Quick access to your water gun. Be able to put that back in. Pull that out, push down, and you're good to go. Matt Stevens. Oh, that's cool, dude. Came into the gun store. That's awesome. I have a local gun store that I pester a lot that's like 2 minutes from my house, if that. It's pretty awesome. The guy there, he actually owns or has his own channel, I think. The engine I'm thinking for the 57, I was thinking just a 350 block engine from like get a crate engine, but that's no way. Gun Blazing Ranch is in here. Hey, no way. That is awesome. Hey, Gun Blazing Ranch, if you want me to send you out a unit, hit me up. I'll figure out a way to get you one of these guys. I'd love for you to test it out and see what you think of it. But this is the Kwick Strike. I'll give you my quick 2-second pitch here. You push this down. Oh, it's easier with a Glock 19 instead of this right here. That's the button. So you'd be able to push this with your leg and then go down and be able to go out like that. Push that back in. You pull that, put that down. If you ever get pulled over or anything like that, you can just keep that right there. All right. That's my full pitch, but I am going to reach out to you now that you sent that message, just because yeah, that was awesome, guys. Did not expect him to pop in here for a second. A brand new 350. Yeah, I was about to say the 350 isn't that expensive, so that's what I was looking at grabbing is the 350 right there. So guys, if we do jump inside and go to a different live, is there any particular guns y'all want me to put on display? I don't have many, but I have enough. I do not have any CZs. Honestly, guys, I have like a few Glocks. And then, you know, I'll just throw up I do have a Durious shotgun that, you know, I like talking about. Well, maybe not like talking about, but I have that I want to talk about more. So I'll do a live with that and maybe a few other guys. But guys, we are losing a little bit of steam here. I'm going to go ahead and start packing up the stuff from the Kwick Strike here. This right here is a little water gun. I'm going to just close this. Now that is an empty Kwick Strike. I appreciate everyone coming to the live. We ran out of Mountain Dew, so we're going to go ahead and end this. But I appreciate the conversations. I will hopefully, now that I had some interest in that 57 Chevy, did not expect to talk about that at all during this conversation. But I'll try to make a video or a short or something about the 57, hopefully in the next month or two, just so you can see an update there. But, you know, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate the support. And I may go live in about 20 minutes. We will see. But all right, guys, I appreciate you, and I'll see y'all in the next one.